What is up, everyone? It is your girl Tony, aka Blasian Bon Vivant, and welcome back to What's Tony Cooking, where I take you into my kitchen and I walk you step by step through dishes and recipes that I actually make for myself. We did it. We have made it to the final recipe of the BBV Soup Series. If you have been keeping up with the series, I want to thank you so much for your support. And if you'd like to go back and look at the previous recipe videos, you can do so by subscribing to my channel and heading to the What's Tony Cooking playlist. Now, the soup series may be coming to an end, but the giveaway is still open. Remember, this is exclusively for my BBV community. One of my lucky subscribers is going to win a 6-quart Martha Stewart enameled cast iron Dutch oven. For information on that and to join the BBV community to enter, head to the description box where I will have a link for you. Now, on to the final soup of the soup series, or I should say stew. This is a stew that I crave year-round regardless of whether or not we are having soup weather. It's Kimchi Jjigae, or kimchi stew. Korean food is really one of my favorite things to cook and one of my favorite things to eat, and I really do crave this soup often. The version I am making is easy to replicate at home with a few key ingredients. Obviously, you need kimchi, napa cabbage variety of kimchi. You can easily find these now at a lot of local grocery stores. I've even seen it at Costco, but some of the best variety of kimchi or flavor of kimchi you will get is probably going to be from your Asian markets. Along with that, you will need gochugaru and gochujang. So you will need a Korean chili pepper flake as well as a Korean chili paste. Again, pretty easy to get your hands on at any Asian store, especially if they specialize in Korean foods. Outside of those 3 ingredients, with the addition of some other essential ingredients, you will be creating this very warming, comforting, flavorful stew. I like to eat it with rice and some banchan, or grilled mackerel, or kalbi, which is grilled short ribs. But I guarantee you, if you've never tried it and you like Korean flavors and kimchi, this is going to be one that you'll probably start to put in your own rotation. Anyways, that is enough of me talking. Let's get to cooking.
For the stew, I am using a Korean clay pot, but you can absolutely make this in a regular pot over the stove. To the pot, I added a bit of cooking oil, and to that, I'm going to add some sliced pork belly. To the pork belly, I am adding some sliced yellow onions and giving that a stir. By the way, don't forget to like, comment, and hit that subscribe button. Next up is some minced garlic. I swear that is one of my favorite ingredients. It's going to get a little steamy at certain points, so I'm going to speed up some of the stirring portions. And it wouldn't be kimchi jjigae or kimchi stew without the kimchi, so that is next up to the pot. Sprinkle in your gochugaru, aka Korean chili flakes. The liquid of this stew comes from kimchi juice, which you will collect from the bottom of your kimchi jar, and I am using chicken stock. I've seen a lot of recipes that call for some sort of anchovy stock that you can make, but I always have chicken stock on hand, so that is what I'm using. But I'm sure that anchovy stock adds so much umami to this stew. To the broth goes in the gochujang, or the Korean chili paste. Mine was pretty thick, so it took some work to get it out of the measuring spoon and into the pot. Balance out that heat with just a sprinkle of granulated sugar. And toss in a handful of sliced green onions. Place the lid on the pot and let that come to a boil and cook for a few minutes. Give it a good stir to mix in that gochujang. Last but certainly not least to the pot is sliced firm tofu. I usually take the block and cut it in half and cut that half into about 1/2 inch squares. Place the lid back on the pot and let that boil until the tofu is heated through. And that is just about it. Don't mind me, I am just tasting the broth to make sure it came out okay. It is just about ready to serve. I love these clay pots for presentation purposes, and it keeps the stew nice and hot while you're eating it. The last thing you'll want to do before serving is to garnish it with some more green onions. Served with rice, this is a meal in and of itself, but as I mentioned earlier, I like serving mine with another protein, so I'm having mine with some grilled short ribs. If you've never had or made kimchi jjigae before, I hope you give this a try. And remember to savor every bite because you deserve it.